The Wayne and Wayne Show.
Good morning. Here we are at Roca Partita. Everybody's really excited about this dive. We found this rock out in the middle of nowhere. Roca Partita is Spanish for broken rock. We got one beautiful sunrise this morning.
Hey, we're in Baja on the Baja Aggressor out here at Socorro and the Revillagigedo Islands. Let's go diving.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let me tell you, we got our whites dry suit on. This is my first dive with the whites. I'm really excited about it. Very comfortable, very easy to put on. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. We're nice and toasty. You're going to feel the same way during and after the dive.
Okay, let's try this thing out. What do you say, Wayne? Let's go. Okay,
Morning,
Captain. Ready, Captain?
Yes, I'm ready. Ready for that good diving.
Are you ready?
Hey! Oh, yeah. So, Wayne, how about it? What are we going to do today?
All right, so we're on the Panga going out for our first dive of the day here at Roca Partita. There's supposed to be plenty of sharks, hammerheads, silver tips, silkies, and Galapagos sharks. Looking forward to every one of them.
Yeah, and so far, what has been your favorite thing to see underwater?
You know, probably the schools of hammerheads. I mean, the mantas are pretty incredible, but not very often you get to see schools of hammerheads, so it's been pretty spectacular.
And you've been shooting some macro underwater. That's pretty unusual for a big boy destination.
Yeah, this is not just a big animal. I mean, you put on your 60 or 85 macro lens, plenty of blennies and gobies and all kinds of small creatures to take pictures of. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, how about that dry suit? You wearing the white stripe?
Yeah, this is the Fusion Sport dry suit. Extremely comfortable, very easy to get on, actually easier than a wetsuit. And I've just loved it. I've been warm every dive, come out, take it off. I'm in my shorts and t-shirt, go upstairs and have a snack. It's been fantastic.
Okay, what do you say? Ready to go?
Let's go.
Okay, is everybody ready? Say ready to dive. Yay! All right. Incredible little obstruction here out in the middle of the ocean, Roca Partita. Spanish for broken rock. Pretty incredible. Can't wait to get in the water. So Dylan, you've been coming to this island for a while, right? Tell us about this island here.
This island is San Benedicto Island, which is part of the Revillagigedo Islands, part of Mexico still, but still 250 odd something nautical miles south from Cabo San Lucas. As you can see, it's a volcano. There's a crater on top, and it's just all sand, all volcano. Lots of mantas here. Lots of some hammerhead sharks. Good spot.
It looks like a giant sand dune, doesn't it? I mean,
yeah,
incredible. Like somebody built this.
Like they combed it. Looks like it was just combed, like hand combed by God or something. Yeah.
Oh, it's a beautiful island. There's also a lot of dust that comes off of here. Volcanic ash that we had volcanic ash all over the boat last night. I could just touch the table and just volcanic ash. So it's a pretty incredible place.
Yeah, gotta agree with you. You have the lava flow, the fingers coming down right here, and then the big island. You can see the caves on the big island, and it just looks like it was hand molded or something. It's incredible.
And we just saw mantas, giant mantas on the surface right here. I think we need to go back and get our tank and go check this dive out. This could be a new dive site. We call it Pointa Manta.
San Benedicto, and you're watching Aggressor TV.
Baja. I'm from La Paz, Mexico, and I'm watching Aggressor TV.
Just came off the dive today, had not only mantis, but we had dolphins. And I don't mean we saw some in the distance. They came down in the middle of the divers, hung out with us a foot from us like they were diving with us. Very cool. We're at San Benedicto, and you're watching Aggressor TV.
Okay, great dive. I just tried out my new whites dry suit. What can I say? It's nice to be dry and warm underwater here in Baja. There's a boat out here. Looks like he's longlining. We're going to go out here and catch him in the act and turn him in. I'll tell you what, this has got to stop. This is the reason that the sharks are disappearing right here, these guys. Okay, we're chasing these guys. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch them with the small boat, but we're going to try. Look like they've been longlining here for quite a while, so maybe we'll get to see some of their catch as well. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer, Belinda. Okay, we're coming up on them now. It looks like they're going to try to make a run for it. Okay, so before they make a run for it, let's hope to try to get a picture of the back of their boat and see the name on the boat, okay? Okay. They want to speak to us, right?
Yeah, they want to speak to us, but if they want to speak to us, they can call us on the radio legitimately.
Probably not a good idea to try to go and approach the boat.
I don't want to go up to a bunch of guys on a boat in the middle of nowhere that might be doing fishing that they're not meant to be doing. So they can call us on the radio, safe and bet for us.
And then where we are?
So we are about 3/4 of a mile off the shoreline of San Benedicto Island in the Revillagigedo Islands, where you are not allowed to fish within a 12-mile radius. These guys may have put what they were using away before we got to them, but it's blatant that they're fishing. Now, there's a possibility that they might have a big Mexican official on the boat, in which case they may have a permit, but it's extremely unlikely. Who knows? We'll find out.
They obviously know we're taking pictures there. That's why they wanted to talk to us.
Exactly. So what we'll do is we'll go back to the boat, we'll call the Navy who are in Socorro, which is about 35 miles away, and we'll inform the Navy and ask them if they have a permit. The Navy should know that. They should already have checked in with the Navy in Socorro, and we let the Navy deal with it. But what we have on film what we need to get to help people out.
Well, this is a military check-in that we have to do every time we come to Socorro Island. The military comes on board, checks our papers, checks that everything is in order, and checks the boat, and checks that nobody's been illegally fishing or that we don't have any fishing gear, etc., etc., to keep these islands protected and to keep the marine life here protected.
Okay, are we going to tell them about that illegal fishing that was
Yes,
going on?
we already reported them actually. Yeah, Maximus boat that was that we saw illegally fishing in San Benedicto. We already reported that to them.
Does he want to see the video to prove?
Maybe.
Ask him if he wants to see.
Que si quiere ver el video del barco del Maximus pescando allá en San Benedicto. Nos cachamos pescando. Yeah, he said yeah, but I think.
Okay, is all the paperwork and everything in order?
Yeah, everything's in order. He's just finishing to fill out some stuff, but yeah.
Okay, we just landed in Socorro, the island behind us. We'll show you just a second. The military comes on board just to make sure that everything's straight, that we're not a drug runner or anything like that, and they inspect the boat. They're going to look at the papers. They're going to look at all of our passports. They'll even put a stamp on our paperwork, which we have to have before we go back to Cabo.
Hey everybody, we've had a full week here on the Baja Aggressor out to the Revillagigedo Islands. We're at San Benedicto, getting ready to head back in a few hours back to Cabo San Lucas. It's been an absolutely fantastic week. What do you say, Wayne?
Yeah, I say I had some of the best diving that I've had in my entire life. Manta rays, whale sharks, lots of typical underwater tropical fish that many of I haven't seen before, so it's been great.
We've had also some macro diving. We took a 60 millimeter macro down and had plenty of nudibranchs, blennies, gobies, you name it, little crabs and shrimps. It really is all over for photography. If you like the big things, the small things, you name it, you got it here in these islands. It's been fantastic.
And as we're saying goodbye, right here beside of us, we got whales jumping out of the water. So we got baby whales, mother calf type of situation jumping out of the water. It's been phenomenal, and I've been listening to them all day. I just wish they'd come a little closer.
Yeah, we could hear them singing underwater today and yesterday, and it's been fantastic. And of course, to see them breaching out here in the afternoon while we're up here having cocktails with the guests, it's just fantastic.
So you're watching the Wayne and Wayne Show, Aggressor TV.
Come join us, Baja Aggressor.